I understand that we have some Twilight fanatics in the audience. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a bona fide phenomenon. Okay. If you are not a part of the Twilight world, people, just get with it. Author Stephenie Meyer is here for her only interview about the brand new movie. She'll be out in just a moment. But first, I want you to take a look at this phenomenon. Twilight, take a look.
I know what you are.
Say it.
Vampire.
143 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. 70 million copies sold worldwide. Over $380 million at the box office. The Twilight Saga has ignited an international frenzy like never before. The epic story of a forbidden love affair, an innocent teenager, Bella, her vampire boyfriend, Edward, and her best friend, Jacob, who is half man, half werewolf, has sparked a fierce following of Twilighters who just can't get enough. Fans have eagerly been counting down to November 20th, when Part 2 of the Twilight Saga, New Moon, hits theaters.
Well, the Twilight Saga, New Moon, will be in theaters next Friday, November 20th. Twilight author Stephenie Meyer is the 35-year-old stay-at-home mom, I love stay-at-home moms, turned multi-gazillionaire behind it all. Look at this.
I don't know how vampires ended up in my life. That was really out of character for me. I never read vampire books. The one genre I didn't touch. I've got 3 little boys. My kids are all great now, but I had horrible babies. Chronic ear infections, colic, and so none of them slept through the night until after they were 2. I was really burned out. I really had gotten into that zombie mom way of doing things where I just wasn't Stephenie anymore. I actually know the exact date I started writing because I had it on my calendar. It was the beginning of my summer diet and the first day of swim lessons. It was June 2nd of 2003. That's the morning I had the great dream, and I woke up from it just enamored. And in the dream it was 2 people in kind of a little circular meadow with really bright sunlight, and one of them was a beautiful sparkly boy, and one was just a girl who was human and normal. And they were having this conversation, and the boy was a vampire, which is so bizarre that I'd be dreaming about vampires. And he was trying to explain to her how much he cared about her, and yet at the same time how much he wanted to kill her.
I've never wanted a human's blood so much in my life.
The dream really was one of a kind. It really captured my imagination. And so I kind of laid there and thought it out and wondered what would happen next. And then I got up and got the kids ready for the day. And then I sat down at the computer to write down some notes because I didn't want to forget it. And the words just started coming. My dream is chapter 13 of Twilight. And I actually wrote from chapter 13 to the end. And then I went back and wrote the beginning. It was a passion and a frenzy when I started writing. Such an obsessive thing in the beginning. But it was a release, you know, that was the dam bursting. I had been bottling up who I was for so long, I needed an expression. I've been married for almost 15 years. My husband thought I'd gone crazy. I barely spoke to him because I had all these things going on in my head, and I wasn't telling him about this weird vampire obsession because I knew he'd freak out and think I'd lost my mind. By the time Twilight came out, it was 2005. 2 years and 3 months from writing the first line to having it on the shelves of the bookstore.
It's just an amazing phenomenon, a literary phenomenon. So the story came to her in a dream, but listen to this. Stephenie had never even written so much as a short story before writing Twilight. Just incredible. Come on out, Stephenie Meyer! Stephenie when we come back. We'll be right back.